G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. How is everyone? I hope everyone's well. I got some tunes in my ears too, well, not too. I got bird noises in the background because it's a humbling experience hanging out on my channel. That's the wrong word. Humbling's like when you get put in your place. It's a friendly, nurturing experience. G'day Craig, how are ya? G'day Anonymous, g'day Pete. G'day Steve, g'day BJ. G'day Collaboration. I hope everyone's well. Sorry I wasn't here last week. I was in a world of hurt last week. I feel like I start every live off lately with I was sick, but I was sick. It's the closest thing I've had to Bali belly, not in Bali, I reckon. That's what it felt like. Tweet. I don't know, what do you reckon, bird sounds? I'm actually listening to Carl Cox. Not that you can see. There's actually a video, but I can't put it on for you guys because it's not royalty free or whatever you call it. We could swap to some tunes. I don't know. It's such a decision. How cool would it be to just have like licenses to use sounds? I love lo-fi music, but you guys have said in the past it makes you feel like you're gonna fall asleep. What's going on in the chat? Everyone's having a chat. Sounds very rainforest-like. It's funny how you're like birds to rainforest. Does it sound like waterfalls too? Here we go. Turn that down a bit. We'll give that a go. I had to turn autoplay off because last week or the week before I had a 1 hour royalty free music on, and then we carried the stream on for an extra half an hour and it loaded to the next in the playlist and it was not royalty free, so I got in trouble. But that's alright. G'day Blake, how are you? I've seen a few posts with you pushing a pram around. Killing it as a father, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, after you're sick, you're like, oh yeah, I'm getting better. And then you're like, I think this is it. I think this is just how shit I always feel. The saddest part is my car is still in pieces. Last weekend I had intentionally made no plans so I could put my car together, and my intentional no plans literally turned into no plans and I didn't move off the couch. Stay at home dad until June, that's a long time. Let me know if you stay sane. G'day Todd, I missed you there. Hope you're well. I did a video the other day and a couple of people asked me if I sell any of the female flower horns I've got, and then someone else messaged me who I respect quite well and was like, I watched the video, that second rack in your video, you've got those girls in there, they're really, really good quality. And it's like, well, now I want to hoard them because everybody's trying to buy them off me. Been the best week of your life. That's exciting. Finish child support in 2 weeks. I don't know, like obviously like child support is great if the other party is actually using the money correctly for the child, but I'm guessing by the celebration that is not the situation. I've actually got long service leave due as of like last week. Careful saying that to the women in the chat, Blake. Don't know what everyone's complaining about. I don't know. I don't know if I could handle it. My hat comes off to the missus, to be honest. Oh, local fish store had some vihas today. I was so devo they need bigger tanks. Vihas are a weird one. So flower horns do really well in small spaces, but the vihas, they don't. They don't seem to do well in small spaces at all, which is kind of bizarre when flower horns are descendant from viha hybrids. Child support system is there for a reason, but it's just used for extra income and nails and haircuts. Yeah, I can't say I've ever been in that situation, but I can see how it gets extorted. Have had a few people in my workplace over the time complain about it. I reckon I've uncovered the scam they've got going. Mine paid for clubbing and phone bills. Yeah, that's not what you want. At the moment I don't pay childcare, but I pay childcare. I don't pay child support. My childcare just went up $30 a week for no reason at all. I feel like I can relate. Maybe the childcare workers are going clubbing. Snakes and guppies. There's some pretty cool guppies, eh? I've always had like a secret little love for guppies. I think I just love fish. I don't think that there's any fish that I hate. Alright, no, there's got to be a fish that I hate. You guys have been watching my videos for a year. What fish? I feel like I've mentioned like screw that fish on the channel. I don't know. You know what I want to breed? It's dumb. You're going to laugh at me. I want to breed manganos. I don't know why. It's a fish that I wanted to breed when I first was a noob fish keeper, and I never ended up breeding them. And then now it's like, oh, I should breed manganos. I saw somebody post some for sale yesterday. But we're trying to clear out the Africans, not buy more. I gave Josh, I think is it Hood's fish? Yeah. I got the Grishaki group. I gave half of it to Josh. I just gave it to him for free because it's a rare fish, and like I wasn't ready to let go of the whole lot, so I gave him half, and that way at least one of us should breed them. But Grishaki is one of those fish. They're not overly pretty, but they've got a spot in my heart. Albino Grishaki's the first fish I ever bred. And at the time, I wanted normal Grishaki because obviously I got albino Grishaki as like a pretty newbie, and then I was like googling Grishaki, and then I found out that they came in like a non-albino variety before I even knew what a hongi or anything was. And I was like, I want that fish. And then I asked a couple of shops because I had no connections outside of retail at the time, and Paul from Morley Aquariums goes, oh yeah, I had some of them about 6 months ago, and then for the next like 8 years I kept saying, you seen any, Paul? You seen any? Nah. And he was like, so like I got into the hobby 1 year late, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to get these. And then one day Paul rings me. He's like, you wouldn't believe it, I got some Grishaki. And for starters, I was like, hey Paul, how do you even remember that? That was so many years ago. And then B, thank you. So what are you doing, like the drop-offs with the other two, Blake? Or like, is it full dad patrol? Like, is your missus working, or is it a family affair? I don't know. There's no commitment to having another one at the moment, but I've got a long service sitting there, and might hang on to that. Craig, that was me last week. On Wednesday last week, not the one just gone, the one before, I came home from work at 12 o'clock and I slept from 12:30 until 6 o'clock the next morning. Then, so Wednesday was the first day I felt sick and I felt rooted. And then, usually when I get a stomach bug like that, it's a 24-hour thing. Tuesday, went to work, Thursday. Did I say Tuesday? Thursday. I felt reasonable Thursday, so I thought I was getting over it, yeah. Friday I went to work and it hit me like a ton of bricks, like 10 o'clock. And then, idiot me, just like, I just vegged out like on my computer like, and then I was like thinking about coming home, and I ended up staying at work till like 2:30. And then I got home, and from between Friday 3 p.m. until Monday 6 a.m. I did not move from the couch to the bed or the bed. Like, that's the only places I travelled. I'm pretty sure I lost at least five or so kilos. And then I didn't have dinner until like maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. It was hectic. Yeah, full drop-offs, Mrs. back. 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. working. Do you do like slow cooker dinner, Blake? Or imagine if like the same virus travelled across yonder and Craig's got the same virus that I had. But we're all good now, I think. Well, I am, Craig's not. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, Craig. Yeah, it was bad. I didn't have fun. Now my microphone's caught in my chair. Out, please. Thank you. I haven't even played Hogwarts. I don't think I've played it since... I did like a live stream which had like one view. I don't know if it stayed up or whether it went down, but anyway... That was like the last night I played it, and then I'm keen to play it. I just... The controller's here. Barbie, shepherd's pie, tacos. I'm having tacos tonight. Go Tacos. Sounds like a football team. Go the Tacos! Man, I make some dirty coffee. I've turned into a coffee snob. So I grind the coffee, and then I've got that little skewer, and I swirl the coffee. Then the coffee machine, I preheat it. I like run hot water through the machine to heat it up. I've even got a temperature gauge for my milk. I go buy fresh ground, freshly roasted coffee. So like the coffee I'm drinking now was roasted yesterday or the day before maybe. It's turned into a bloody something ridiculous. What's the ridiculous thing? It's just turned into everything I do, you know. I take it to a bit too far. Anonymous, thanks for signing back up to the members videos. I have been trying to commit to the members videos. For those anybody who's not a member and thought about it, like, I've only missed maybe 2 or 3 members videos in the last 6 months, including Monday just gone. No. Yeah. Get on the mod train with Hogwarts. I kind of want to finish it before I go down any strange trains. Taco Tuesdays, we do that sometimes. I've been listening to this radio station. It's called The Lot Radio. It's in New York. It's like a non-for-profit radio station. It used to have a little cafe, and then the cafe got shut down by the health department. Yeah, Anonymous, you have been a member since the start. I reckon you're like one of the first 5, first 3, maybe even first. I could probably look. Can I look? That's the real question. I wonder, there's probably a bit of coin in the YouTuber PayPal as well, because I haven't looked at it in ages. Dun, 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 dun. Do you know what's weird? We got like 17 subscribers last week, and the week just gone, and I didn't even post a video. I got a few comments on old videos last week. I don't know what's going on here. I accidentally ended up in the comments. Memberships. Oh, I accidentally clicked recent comments by members. Yeah. Anonymous. Do you want me to read out how many months? Or should I just leave it? Yeah. And then the next one after you is AZ Aqua. Aqua AZ, I mean. There's a couple of names that I don't actually know here. They must just be subscribed and just keep to themselves, not comment. I love how many people have like stuck around through the quiet times. Anonymous, you can obviously see how many months. Yeah, 27. Oh, I turned the air conditioner off to do the video. Man, it's getting hot. What's happening in the fish world of mine? I guess you guys saw that I got new fish. What have I got in my gallery? Any cool photos? Oh, did you guys see? I posted oh, I did a video on it, but that guy there, he's pretty cool. Wow, the green screen doesn't like the blue. There's no green there. It's not green, it's blue. I think it's going to be a pretty cool fish. So like this guy here to me seems like a fish that wouldn't sell very well, but watching the guys that breed the Campher in Thailand, and I've joined a few Thai Facebook pages, they don't even, the titles aren't even in English, like you can't even search for them. Like I've managed to find them through like following Thai breeders, and then like, you know, you get the suggested posts that they post on a page, and then I join them pages, and then now I'm on all these pages that I can't even read the titles. But anyway, that fish there, which even I would say doesn't look that spectacle, it looks a lot more like the bases that I see the Thai breeders using, like not what they're selling, what they're actually breeding. So I'm kind of excited about that fish. Am I a member of Aquarium Daily? No, I'm not. I guess I should have mentioned, yeah, I do appreciate it, Anonymous. It's bloody cool. Fix the pond and set up the 2-foot racks. We need to fix the pond and then move the gourami back to the pond. There is another option. I could put the gourami in the 7x4 with the Uaru and then sell all the other fish in that tank. Anyway, I want to shut down the 8-foot and sell it. I want to cut the IBCs down so they're like 600 litres, and then I was thinking maybe putting the 2-foots on top of the IBCs and then having the, so I just have 2 600 litres. So from what I've heard from a fellow fish breeder, IBCs, fish seem to grow better in a chopped in half IBC than they do in a full IBC. The only reason I can think that might be the case is I think there's more correlation with surface area and fish growth than we realise. So like the amount of oxygen transfer or whatever, or I don't even know if it's that. Just something about surface area grows fish faster. Oh, g'day only Oscars, how are ya? G-Snap's retracting messages left, right and centre. But you'll have to chop the poop wall. Oh yeah, I would have to chop the poop wall. It took me a minute to figure out what that. G'day Boot Scouts. It almost reads like Boost Cats, like you're putting a turbo on your cat. Poop wall. The poop wall is the expander foam wall that the IBCs are wrapped in. Cat on the keyboard. Oh no. Oh. Speaking of Aquarium Daily, how are you? Everybody comes in the chat on a first name basis, and I'm trying to figure out which name is for which screen name. I stick to channel names if you didn't realise. The only one that is a bit hard to stick to is John, because is it Todd? I can't remember. I can't even remember his screen name now. Yeah, Todd. John changed his screen name to Todd, which is even more confusing. Craig likes the poop wall. My power bill likes the poop wall. Aquarium Daily, meet another Aussie. I'll just go have a gander, shall I? Aquarium Daily. Yeah, have to excuse me for not... don't take any offence to me not knowing other YouTubers. Where are we looking now? I've searched it before. Oh, Aquarium Daily is live. I can watch your stream while you can watch my stream. I'll be back going to say hi to Rumble. Look, I can chat in this one. Oh, Blake, I don't care if you get personal. The cost of living versus fish tanks. So, I don't know. At the moment, it's not hurting too much. I will say my mortgage is locked, and it's been locked since, I'll just say the percent. My mortgage is locked at 2.8%. That's going to change in March next year. So not this year, next year. I've got like 13 months. That's going to have an effect on the fish room, I think. I don't know. We'll see. The biggest problem is the 8 foot in the shed. If I get rid of the 8 foot in the shed and only heat the IBCs in summer, well, that means no heating. I want to do some rainbow trout in the IBCs this winter. I was also going to sell the 4 foot in the house due to living costs, but I ended up getting the Argentas, which they can move to the fish room, but there's the 4 foot under the water change system I want to get rid of, or at least, yeah, it's a waste of space. I wouldn't mind using that to build a sump for my mother-in-law. The 8 foot I want to go. I think that's about it. I'm on the fence about keeping the aquaponics down the side of the house. It's not a great deal, but it's definitely a fair bit of electricity to pump the water like meters down the side of the house. But the biggest one is the power bill. I've got solar. All of my tanks run on air. There's only canister filters on one tank. And the 8 foot's got a pump on it. The 8 foot's got like a 200 watt pump. So the 8 foot pump uses more electricity than the air pump that feeds my whole bloody fish room. I can't stress how much power that 8 foot uses. The 8 foot uses the same amount of power in winter as the whole fish room. But yeah, I don't know. For me, I think it's just depressing to like buy something from the lunch bar or something. Like I don't eat much from lunch bars and shit. Mrs. is really good. She makes me lunches. Praise to her. Yeah, this week I'd felt sick all week, and like Tuesday I finally felt alright. I was like, I'm gonna get some chips, And I went to the lunch bar and it was $5 flat for a small chips, like, you know, the little bucket. And I nearly fell over. And I guess like another thing to that, I think we did the food shop together. It was a funny video, but that's genuinely how we do our food shop now. I go to Coles click and collect and then Woolworths click and collect at the same time. But I don't know. It'll be alright. I keep telling myself that I don't think I would ever, well, at the moment, I think if money got really tight, I would shut everything down that's not in the fish room. I think I would, like, the fish room would be the last thing to go. My fish room probably only costs like, if you average it out over the year, I think $100 a month to run, maybe. Shout out to Cream Pet Central. Like, generally we do, they don't give me free food, but I generally just swap some fry for some food. So the extreme fish food comes in for next to nothing. Obviously it's fry, which I've grown out and that, and then I buy Hikari when it's on special at City Farmers. Not that I really support chain stores, but it's like $14 for 300 and something grams when it's on special. I was actually, there's somebody who's getting into flower horns, and he's got like, I think about 6 tanks in his shed now, and he was asking me if he should put a sump on one of the racks and run it off a pump, and I said no, just leave them separate on air. A sump will use way more electricity, and he was like, oh, I'm not too worried about that. And I said to him, wait until you've set these tanks up in the last couple of months, wait until you get your June power bill. Obviously that'll be more like January for the overseasers, but like that midwinter power bill, and then we'll have a chat about whether you want to try and save some electricity in the fish room. Oh, only Oscar's bad part is the wages are only staying the same. If you sell the Africans, you just take them. I'm not sure what I'd do once I get all. I'd probably just pay for the food. I can take flower horns to them, but like, I think their shop's a bit too, it's a pet store, not a fish store, so you won't get like a specific person looking for a flower horn cruising through. G'day Black Powder Aquatics. At least 3 of you haven't hit the like. Thanks mate, thanks. I have canister on all the Oscar tanks. What's Oscar's only? What's like the most you've ever tried on only air? Have you ever tried like 6 XY 180s? Like, so triple stacked 2 towers of 180s? I don't know. I've never had trouble with tanks on air, hey. I think I feed pretty light. I don't know. $200 for 6 months. Yeah, that sounds about right. There's a food that's cheap. So I can't remember what it's called. So there's a guy selling fish food, and I really liked it. And then I found out the fish food he's selling is just another name, and he's rebranded it. And I found the original product that he's rebranding for like 1/10 of the price of what he was selling it for. But I won't elaborate on that. If you want to know the food, inbox me, and I'll find the name. G'day Petro Man, how are you? I'd honestly get Petros again. I love them so much, but they'll just kill each other. G'day Dominic, how are ya? Oscars only says it was too dirty for you. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see you later, Dominic. I guess my tanks are automatic water changes, and they dump like 7% every day. I don't know. So like, if you look in the background here, that tank there's got 5 flower horns in it. That guy there's like 10 to 12 centimeters. And like, I'm pumping them with food, like pumping. That's my most fed tank in the whole fish room. And that's only got like the air, where is it? There, that air blowing up. And there's 3 or 4 sponge filters on the other end of that pipe. Can't see it. No, we can't see it. I don't know. I've never had clarity issues with Airstones. You hear mixed stories. I've heard of people using like more. Oh, the other thing is I run these guys. Let's go. How do we get? We're I hope you don't mind me showing there's a stream on the stream. Alright. So if you go is it XY dash 180 high. What did I type? YXY. These ones. I can't, it's not, is it high flow? How's it spelled? It's like different. It's like, there they are. Oh, I was saying 180, they're 380. Oh, it's in stock. I've got the desire to purchase about this right now. These are always out of stock. The fact that they're in stock just makes me want to click add to cart. Oof. I always spend too much. I did say that the PayPal has some cash money. Should I do it? Oof. The reason I don't do collaborations because I'm useless. I'll collab. Send me a message. I've even got. Ooh. Yeah, I can collab. I've got the gear. I'm gonna buy a pallet of them. Alright, let's go. Check out now. What are we doing? Why are we buying these? No, continue to check out. Alcoholics is not sponsored by any means, but their sponge filter price is unbeatable. Do you reckon that's my actual... Oh... I might take that to a different screen, guys. I don't know why you gotta enter a password and then you gotta do two-step verification anyway. Why can't we just stop beating around the bush and just do the two-step in the first place? Oh, one of my work emails is logged out and it needs two-step verification, and my boss needs to be with me because he gets the notification and he's like on holiday at the moment. But anyway, it's not that big a deal, except for like I get a notification like every 10 minutes that I need to sign back in. How do I use my account? I don't know if I just used my card or my account or my PayPal money. Don't pay for shipping. How much is shipping? If I buy 20, I save $9. Nah, we're not doing that. Oh, that's my work address, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. Shouldn't that say road? Do you reckon that? Express shipping $86. Should we buy two? They've got me. If I bought two and then... Nah, we're not buying two. We're buying one. They're getting me. What are we missing? Oh, does it matter if you guys get my phone number? How did we end up in this scenario? What now? We could put it on Zip Money. Just afterpay that shit. You guys are bad influence. Why do we always end up shopping on... We can go back to Aquarium Dailies. Oh, it's gone. How did we end up in this predicament? Anyway, only Oscars. If you want to try sponge filters again, those are the ones to try. Oh, let me read some comments. Found a company to buy a pallet from, Craig, is that what you mean? So, ask the misso so you don't get in trouble. No, that's not a thing. It doesn't, Boots Carts, I don't need to ask the misso about ordering filters because I didn't pay for them, the members did. Oh, I honestly have never said no to being on a stream. It's just no one's ever asked me. So so basically those high flow sponges, all I really do when I buy a 10 like that, I swap out the standard ones for high flows on all the existing tanks, and then I put the standard ones back on the stacks. So those filters that are in the background there, or this one, right? My finger doesn't reach. If I move that there, no. Alright, here. Those ones there on the pipes, they work better with high flows. So I take the ones off the pipes and I put high flows on there, and then those standard ones, I put them back on like those stacks, which is like the standard ones that you buy. You can actually buy a pallet, you can actually buy replacement sponges as well without the plastic mechanism, but they're only the standards. You can't buy the high flow without the plastics. So I would even go as far as buying the high flows and then buying, let's have a look. So like XY-380 replacement. So you can buy the replacement sponges for like 24 bucks. I wonder how, like, so you buy them, 10 of them. So for 125 bucks, you've built 10 standards and got 10 high flow sponges, and then try and sell the 10 for 125 bucks, and you would get 10 free high flows. Is that a good idea? Yeah, if I was going to do an Oscar tank, I would stack them 3 high. Dum 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 dum. We always end up on AliExpress. It's bad. That says free shipping. Not this again. Did I sign in with Facebook? Are we doing this? Are we actually going to do it? It says free shipping. What could go wrong? I'm going to do it. And then if it works, I'll do it again. What do you reckon? I feel like I just made a bad decision, but... Did that just happen that quick? I got this pump that we ordered, and I got the air pump. I got to make a video. The pump didn't come with a power plug, but I found a 24 volt LED driver at work that I'm going to try and run it on. We did it. So, should I make that a video? Does that sound like a cheapskate if I like buy sponges to swap them out and then sell them? I think it's a great idea. It's a great idea. Everybody should do it. Why have I never thought of this before? I can even keep them in their boxes and everything. They'll be sold as brand new sponges, but just without the high flow. I don't even want to make money. I just want to well, actually, it's kind of, I just want 10 free sponges. Sounds like a plan. And if the 10 sell, I'll do it again. I'll order 20 if it works, because those high flows are like worth their weight in gold to me, And the only reason I haven't done it is because I don't want to spend bulk money on them and then throw out all the hardware. G'day, Sketty Nonna. How much room does the filter need from the top? I've run sponge filters, taken that little plastic bit off the top and ran them with the water like just above it. It's to the point you can even see the water spilling over the top. But you definitely, obviously, like without that stem on top, you get a little bit less flow. Only Oscars. Try find them. I don't know where you live, but yeah, if you can get those XY 380 high flow, and that spelling is pretty shitty too. They're hard to find. I've only ever seen them for sale on that Aquaholics website. I've never seen them on eBay in Australia anyway. Well, sorry, tell a lie. I've seen them on eBay, but it was the Aquaholics website, the Aquaholics eBay. What's the time? It's almost bedtime. Not bedtime, but you know what I mean. Carl Cox is playing some good tunes. Yeah, Craig says as long as the sponge is under. I had to take the fish. What does that mean? I bought a new tank, but I had to take the fish too. Oh, I understand. So it's a new tank, but the fish is what came in the tank. Blackmore's chilling. Blackmore okay? How do you stop the DIY filters from floating? They've got backy rods in them. The backy rods are like cheap backy rods too, so they're quite heavy. So if you're ceramic media, heavy is the cheaper stuff's heavy, so it sinks. The more expensive stuff, lighter, has a tendency to float a little bit. But yeah, my backy rods are shit. I bought like this box for like next to no money. This guy was like selling them on Gumtree. I don't think it would really be a thing anymore. Where is Gumtree? $1.80. I'm pretty sure I got them for like 50 cents or something. Those ones there are like $3 each on eBay. Have you ever seen that photo? I doubt I'll find it, but I'll have a quick gander. I've got to sort my photos on my phone into folders. If the photo I want to show you is not in, it's not in the fish folder, so the chances of me finding it are pretty much none. It's a cool comparison photo, but no, I'm not liking my chances. I'll entertain the idea for a little bit. Hey, I found it! I found it! Alright, hopefully the green screen doesn't play tricks on us with this one. But, so this is 4 different types of backy rods. See the big one on the right, that's what's inside my DIY filters. You can actually see that it looks heavier, like it's more dense. The one in the middle to the left, the one that's like crumbling, that's actually the best quality one out of the lot. But the problem with how good it is at being porous is also a burden, because you can see how it's crumbling. From memory, those black ones are real heavy too. Then there's the square one on the end. It's quite interesting. That's just, so I'm pretty sure I've bought 2 whole boxes. The black ones were a box and the big ones were a box, and then the other ones were ones that have like come with fish tanks and shit. You got a whole box of caves for 20 bucks. That's ridiculous. You can pay 20 bucks for one cave. What's the name of the sponge? I'll type it in the chat. XY-380 high flow. Anonymous says sell the seeded sponge filters for extra. AliExpress stuff does arrive. Yes, both packages arrived. A piece of slate on the bottom stops them floating. If you look around for backy rods and find them, like somebody selling boxes, it's by far the cheapest ceramic media I've found. Like a box of backy rods, I think, or back in the day, a box of backy rods which cost me $160, the comparison in like Marine Pure probably would have been like $2,000 or $3,000. But yeah, I don't know, I haven't seen anyone selling boxes for a long time. How do I just change it to fish? Pets. Fish. Oh, I really want to get the snails. Black rabbit snails, or is it golden rabbit snails? One of the two. What's in Western Australia? I don't know if you can, yeah, Perth region search. Now I'm just having a gander, guys. How much would you sell a seeded sponge for? 15 bucks? Yeah, I always see like flower ones in tanks with no backing or like glass bottom. It'd be interesting how much better they would look just in a coloured tank. He looks pretty cool. He's got a nice short face. His overbite's a bit how you going, isn't it? That photo looks better. He kind of looks like my Magma Cross fat boy in a way, but just older. He's probably a fat boy. What price is in that? 400. Surprised it hasn't sold, eh? That says you're not gonna get $350 for a red devil. Pretty cool looking fish. What's HET? Het pearl. I don't know what HET means. Do you guys know? There's never anything interesting on Gumtree anymore. So is it true that salmon tail catfish are illegal in Perth now? Or WA? Oh, I was meant to go pick up a fish for a friend. I think I'm done with stingrays, guys. I'm going to sell my boy. If you didn't catch the video, the male stingray ate the girl, and not even just like nibbled on her and killed her. He literally ate the whole girl. It's like gone. I saw she had like, he had like ripped a hole in her, and then I went in the next day and there was just couple of bits of skeleton left. Uh, 240 gallon, 240 gal, 2. Gallons, not grams. Oh, 900 litres, yeah. What's 900 litres? Trying to think which of my tanks are that size. I guess I would probably, for 900 litres it's probably pretty tall. If you bought 2 sets of 4, you could run 2 stacks 3 high and then 1 stack 2 high. That would be a pretty good number, I reckon. Maybe it was just cartilage then, Blake. It was white. It looked like skeleton. It kind of looked like a crab shell. I did think it was bizarre that I didn't even take it out and that disappeared as well. Normally like fish bones hang around, but it must be cartilage because it disappeared overnight. Backy rods in UK, $10 for 9. That's what you want. I guess like your dollar is that. What would that be here? That'd be like $15 to $18. So $1.80 each, that's pretty much what they were advertised for in that Gumtree ad. The biggest problem, the saddest thing is I've had that Stingray for so bloody long. If you've been watching for a long time, that Stingray is one of the 3 girls that was in the Stingray tank when I set it up. She was the biggest of the 3. So she was like 35 centimeters, the other 2 were like 20 centimeters when I put them in there. So I've had her for at least 5 years. I think black diamonds are coming down hardcore. If I could ever get a pair for under $1,000 that weren't shit quality, I'd do it. But I guess I have to repair the Stingray tank before I get more Stingrays. Maybe that can be like my goal. Repair the 5,000 litre tank, and then reward for repairing it, I put 1 or 2 female Stingray pups in there and see how fast like a 8 centimeter Stingray grows in 5,000 litres. And then the giant gourami can go in the 7x4, and then the Stingray tank is purely just Stingrays. Only Oscars. The only flower horns in groups is the young ones, and they smash on. If you keep them, I don't want to say it works, but like if you keep them in groups over like 10, it works to an extent. But like they're hardcore. Like, so like say you've got 10 teenagers like around 10 centimeters living together. If a pair pairs off, they'll kill the rest of the fish in the tank. But I've always thought about doing like a female sorority, like 100% know they're females, and but like the problem is like I would have to confidently sex 10 females to try and put them in the tank together, you know. And then I could, if I had a sorority, I could have males isolated, then I could have the girls chilling, and then if I wanted to breed a particular girl, I can just pull her out of the sorority. Do you know if Stefan has shipped yet? Oh, you're talking about the prizes. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Go say goodnight to the young fella before he goes to bed. I might even try to play a little bit of Hogwarts later. I won't stream it. My computer's just not good enough to stream it smoothly. I guess like the other option, like if I'm not a gaming streamer, so there's not much point, but I was going to say if there was a way I could send the video signal to the well, I know there would be a way, because obviously streamers, they run 2 computers sometimes, but if I could stream on the laptop and then my computer's only running the game, that would be cool. You got 4 in with Oscars. I hope it goes well for you, Oscars only. I've tried. I had I had the VHA and the Flowerhorn cross Texas all living together, and I had a few Flowerhorns in there, but there was definitely like a casualty here and there. It was never just like happy sailing. But anyway, on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope everyone had a good stream. I still got to post the Frankentank repair video. Hopefully I'll post that tomorrow. But anyway, peace out.